pray without ceasing, in everything give thanks, and get some musical, artistic materials ready for the week. First, we need light, and hearing is going to be a big factor. All right, I brought my tuner to the table. Probably need to put this in this thing. More light. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay, there's the warm-up book. This is the music business book. These are all the different psalms I've set. I'm going to go back over by the piano. That's funny, so you just subscribed. Oh, hi. I wonder if you're the new subscriber. So we're doing this thing today where I've got to get ready for the week, and I'm getting more bassoon students, which means I need to have reeds, little squawking things that make nice sounds from the bassoon. But we've got like arrangements of music that need to be put away. So when you have a little art workshop, you got to just put things away constantly. Hi. Okay. I wonder if Nevi and Nisha. Okay. I wonder if Nevi and Nisha are there. My name also starts with an N. We have this important vial here that's going to be used to get the reeds wet, and then I can work on them. And then I also have this little tool that's going to measure both sides of the reeds and see how they're vibrating. They hit against each other and make sounds. This is what we call an old tired out reed. I was able to play on that one for Easter worship. And so if I play on it now, it'll give me at least an idea of like what it is supposed to sound like. And this is kind of like the backstage life of bassoonists, because we're rebuilding the sound of our instruments all the time. I'm also composing and singing. This has to be done. Wow. Here's all the rest of the reeds. I will tell you a funny story about this instrument. My students had final exams. It's called a jury. Instead of a court case, it's called a jury in music school. And one of the students, she wasn't a music major, but she was having trouble with her reeds. Oh, it is about to get very exciting. This is not boring at all. Better. So the reason I know I have to get a better reed than this one is I want a bigger difference between the loud and the soft. And classical music is about all these little kinds of refinements. Okay, that sounds good to me. Sounds like got some cane vibrating. Everybody have a good week. Okay, here's one tool. One tool. Another tool. What else could I possibly need? This. My dad gave me this knife to work on reeds. I think there's about 1 million bassoonists in the world. It'd be interesting to know how many other like how many different types of music people play. So we're going to adapt this one to make it a bit more responsive and hope at the same time we're going to get a better sound out of it. I'm looking for my new sharp scissors. Oh, I love this one. My daughter told me she really enjoyed her homeschool lessons. Oh, okay. Let's say, here's the question for us to discuss, which I think would be very valuable. Any artist, living or dead, who you would like to see perform live? I really would like to see Itzhak Perlman perform live on the violin, and he is still alive. And he's just so. I would also like to see Sheku Mason perform on cello live. He performed for the Queen of England, or maybe for like a royal wedding or something. Like, that's one nice thing about classical music. It is very niche, but it's quite a noble form of music and art. And it can help you express a certain set of emotions and thoughts and hear almost just the music of heaven. And so I think hearing some really famous cellists, like maybe Pablo Casals, and Itzhak Perlman, and the Ken Mason, the whole family is so talented, and they work together on such interesting, beautiful music. So if I could see like a group of them perform live, that would be cool. Those are some things the Lord is most important to me, glorifying Him with this work, trying to be helpful to others, and family is also really important. Because I don't feel that it was by accident that we were created out of families. We were not meant to be machine manufactured at a factory, but we're human beings. We come from people, and it's interesting to see people that are related to each other make music together. All right, let's see if this is more responsive. I don't know how much more time I have on this live. Okay, so pretty soon this timer is going to go off. I've worked artistically on many reads this morning in the quietness. I thought about musicians that I would like to hear play and why. And here I am trying to file down. Yes, one side is a lot thicker than the other, and it's making the low notes not come out. Okay, so studio improvements. Always a better sense of listening. At least listen 70% to yourself and 30% to others, and be willing to hear things you don't really want to hear and fix them if you can. At least try to fix them. At least act like you're trying to fix them, and pray. And I realize that whenever you take on a project, you're trying to capture something from the ideal and translate it into the real. And it's often so disappointing, because when it's imaginary, it seems perfect. Just like this reads in, what am I calling this live? I wonder if I can even see the title of this. But anyways, at first in my mind, it was like reads and classical repertoire. And then I thought, well, maybe it's like musical artistry workshop. But okay, a few people hopped on. It's been a half hour. I don't have time for much more today, but there's one little musical element that I can correct, which was one of the last things I helped a student with. This tool will more directly engage one part of the instrument, the reed, with the other part, the vocal,